Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the second part of the 28th episode of Storm Solar Cerenar. Our heroes have just finished shopping. They've gotten a bunch of illegal drugs and some magic items with them. Still with a bunch of money in their back pocket. We meet them out in the evening streets. People are still partying. It's getting closer to actual evening. I'll say like 8 p.m. in the evening. Sun has definitely set by now, and like there's like torchlight and the stars above kind of illuminate the streets of Blimey Bay. So, what are you guys doing as you're standing with your new potions?
I have a shit ton of biscuits. I can't carry them around. I change, still the same face, but I change my clothing like to a red jacket, like a red hat with like pom-pom. And with my sack of biscuits, I go around the city and just give out biscuits.
A lot of drunk people are very happy about this.
Give out potpourri as well.
Oh. Welcome to Biscuit Night.
Potpourri and biscuits.
Just stone uncle.
Everyone, potpourri biscuits.
All right, Theus and Noggle wanders off. What are the rest of you doing?
Do you think the water park is still open, or should we retire for the evening?
I think we should retire.
Well, I hate the fact that you're right, but yes, we probably should. Are those two going to be fine? I'm a little bit concerned.
No, but it's okay. You shouldn't be.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Well, let's enjoy a night in civilization before we have to trudge into that jungle tomorrow.
I'm afraid I'll need some time to study and scribe, so I need 6 hours at least. And then
Who of us? Sorry.
another 6 before we leave as well. So
If we leave mid-afternoon tomorrow, should that give you enough time?
yeah, I'll just stay behind and do some scribbling.
Okay, we'll go and organise the hogs and go to Conwell Farm, and then we'll meet you back.
Well, no, I need to go to the
Once you're done.
farm. I'm just saying
You-
tonight. Maybe I can get
Oh,
one
okay,
down,
right, sorry.
and then after we go to the farm, perhaps I get another.
Good.
Okay.
Then it's settled. We need an inn.
Yes. We should drop all this stuff back on. We've dropped all this stuff back, have we?
Yeah, sure.
At the levitator. Okay. So we've just got like stacks of fucking stuff at the moment in the levitator,
Yeah.
ready to go.
If we have like an empty barrel there or two, we'll just put the rest of the
Yeah.
the potpourri inside that barrel.
What are you doing with my empty barrel? What's all that flower business?
It's commandeered.
It's
And, also-
it's smelly herbs. You could help yourself to them if you'd like.
Do you want
The
some
goat is
biscuits?
friendly, just so you know.
Oh, hello, Theus.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Do you want
I'm-
some biscuits?
Sure, thank you. Oh no, I've been put Gao up to bed. Please don't yell too loudly. Yeah, I guess you can use the barrel if you want to. But it's you guys. What's the plan? Are we going out tomorrow or?
Yes.
Well, Eden, what we are, yes. We're not sure that we can necessarily take the levitator with us.
Okay,
So you might have to stay here for a week or so, maybe 2 weeks.
sure. Well, we can go to the water park, I guess. Anything else you want me to look at? Well, all the out the venture.
That would be a question, I believe, for Nongle. Anything that you want your uncle to get done in the meantime?
Well, the dude that sold us the gerb, he said he could order scrolls, right?
Yeah.
Right. So I think getting a scroll of Phantom Steed would be good, because then we could summon him out whenever we need. And
I should probably say that I might be able to do similar magics myself. That might not be necessary.
I suppose a ritual, though, right? It's good to have in the back pocket.
That's fair.
So I'd want to order from that guy a scroll of Phantom Steed and a scroll of water breathing. and then go up and pick it up, whatever.
Cool.
Or Snake Stack. Probably Snake Stack should pick it up. What's the cost of that? That's a 2/3 level spells.
So how much spell ink would that be for you normally?
Ink, that would be 300
Yeah, so let's say per or in total?
in total.
So, all right. So let's say 1,200.
1,200? Okay. You can cross that off, Anton, and we'll put that in order.
300 was it?
1,200.
Sorry, 1,200. Okay.
It's just good overall ritual
Read-
spells.
read
to
my
have in case
message.
you need them, so.
Would we rather have silver or gold? Because we're starting to run low now.
Keep the gold, use the silver. The silver's weighs more overall.
Alright.
We can always, change it back down.
All good.
So you go ahead and do that. Anything else you want me to do while we are waiting for you guys? I have plenty of my own projects, but if you need anything, I'll be sure to
Do you want him to work on
sure
the
spend
old
some time.
the old gate situation you've got working on there? No?
I don't think you'd understand the door.
I would like you to maybe come up with a better solution when I want to catapult myself out of a cannon.
All right, well, Bjorn catapult. All right, I'll get right on that.
Also, I have a monkey now.
Oh,
If you fancy doing some tailoring, go wild.
I look like some kind of monkey tail to you.
I'm not in a position to tell you that.
I'm not really sure if I should be offended by that or not.
Look, I just respect a craftsman. I don't know what your expertise is. It could be all sorts.
Guess we can make him a little armor, maybe.
Yeah, a little
Hold him still
armor.
while I measure him.
Sure. Yeah, I'll just feed him a mouthful of peanuts so he just sort of calms down.
Alright, just stuff a bunch of nuts inside the monkey's mouth. Hold it out while he
well, when you put it that way.
tape measure,
Yeah.
kind of measure the monkey. All right, well, I'll start working on your weird monkey armor tomorrow then.
Yeah, no. If you want. No.
It's good to hear we have priorities in order.
Look, this monkey made by my constant companion. So.
All right then. Well,
Oh, and
I'll take care.
See if we can get rid of some of the stinky herbs, and then I'll also give him 25.
are you talking about all the things that Bjorn is eating?
Yes.
We're keeping the other stuff though, right? The other herb.
Yeah, we're keeping the other herb.
Okay.
And I'll give give him 25 of the Kraken parts as well, and see what he can do with that. If we can sell
All
them.
right.
Free
well.
rolled joints.
That's interesting. All right, I'll see what I can do with this. All right, now all you be careful when you're out there in the jungle.
You
Well,
two
be-
in a city of pirates.
Be careful in
I-
town. Do you have a way of contacting us?
Sure. I can contact Nongle.
Okay. Just let us know if Captain Flint leaves. Just in case, because I doubt that she'll be docked up here for the entire time we're away.
Sure. All right.
Does Flint herself have a way to contact us? She spoke about
Yes.
needing our help at some point.
I can communicate with her to an extent now.
Yeah, you can communicate with her through the word conference. Yeah. Right. So, is that it, guys?
I believe so.
Yeah, Nongo will
Y'all-
start scribing Dispel Magic.
You all have a night of rest while the city goes completely bananas. You get up in the morning. Everyone is sleeping. It is very quiet, like too quiet, even from the day, like compared to the day yesterday.
Oh,
How much time would I have to scribe?
Oh, time.
If you want to, you could take the hours you need, but the others would have to wait around.
Well, 6 hours for Dispel Magic, and then I'll work on Clairvoyance as we get up there.
All right. So you sit around, like around midday when you're done. A lot of people have started going out. Like it's a slow day in Blindy Bay, that's for
a few
sure.
hours in before bed and a few hours after, so we
Yep.
should, and I'll just do the dispel magic right now.
Could you scribe more easily on goat back? No,
No, not at all. Be a
Okay.
horrible idea.
just checking.
Hawkback.
I think hogback and goatback are probably one and the same, to be honest, in terms of scribing. Unless a hog has a flatter back, I don't know. I guess
I
maybe.
think it does.
What is
might be
what
I'm
is
gonna figure out.
what is Togen doing as they are talking about this madness?
We're still making the assumption that we can even get rideable hogs. I feel like we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
I think that you need a bit of optimism.
I mean, hey, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, right? Isn't that why we bought 500 gold worth of alcohol?
True.
I'm gonna start
How-
loading the goat up with some of the saddlebags that we've got as well. Might as well.
How long does
Useful.
the goat?
The goat has no downtime. It's just summoned.
Is just did you import the bag of tricks to your sheet, or do you want me to do it?
I did import it, yeah, and the thermal cube.
Where is the bag of tricks in your sheet here? Trying to look at it.
Inventory.
Oh,
Bag of sheet
we also
scraps.
want to pick up 1,000 GP chalice for the Heroes Feast spell as well.
Sure, you can buy a chalice on the way.
Okay. So, Torgen.
Yeah, I'll take that from the party loot. We are starting to run low now.
Just
Also-
enough for hawks.
Chaps, just to put it out there, we do need a name for the goat.
The creature vanishes at the next dawn, or when it's reduced
Oh.
to 0 hit points. So the goat is gone when you wake up.
I did not read that. I apologise. The goat is gone, ladies and
Let's call
gents.
it
I
a
don't know where it's
recent
gone.
memory.
Well, you could you could pull 3 more fuzzballs out of there every day, right? We could see if we can get a goat. But don't do it right now. We'll do it when we leave. We don't know what we're going to encounter on our way there, right?
Sure, we
Just-
can do it every morning. Just see what we get.
Just trust it with the monkey, and it will use it in a time of need, I'm sure.
So which way is this farmer's house?
It's out on the east side of the city, so we just need to walk back up through the city, across the bridge. Actually, we could see if we could talk to Black Sam the Trout on the way. He's in the patch of water near there. What's it called? Flint's Rest. So it's mildly adjacent to the farm.
When we are out on the bridge, I would like to my new fishing tackle. Just throw it in the water. Fishing only when we are walking on the bridge.
On this bridge here,
Yes.
for like a minute, Bjorn's fishes. Yeah, give me a log roll.
That's all I need, baby. Ah,
Yeah, nothing, no bites.
he's a clever one. That Black Sam.
As you go up through, you go through Anchor Deep. Like this town is slowly getting like waking up, and at that point you leave through the wetlands gate. As you come out, you can immediately on the bridge hear the sound of pigs, and you see the fire on the next like to the left. As you like turn to go in, there's like a multitude of signs saying no solicitors, no salesmen, no visitors, no like just a bunch of haphazardly like signs with just like a few boards nailed to each other.
Perfect. We
That's
are
nice.
buyers, not sellers.
Yeah, it sure seems like a welcoming place. I'm sure it's fine, right?
After you, Bjorn.
And just hear those hawks scream. Kings of the jungle.
You go into the farm.
Yes. Go up to the homestead.
Yeah, all right. Yes, you go up to the homestead. Like you hear like you're stopping your tracks as you hear a loud bang. That's like the ground shoots up from the ground in front of you. A gnome wearing what is it called? A gnome wearing overalls and with big hairy feet, like too hairy for a gnome. Is sitting in like a rocking chair outside. He's chewing like a long strand of grass. As he is. Are you blind or deaf? Did you not see the signs? Get out of here!
Well, my fine man.
No, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Perception.
Yeah.
It's a 10. Ouch.
Completely ordinary gnome.
My coin purse is full. And I heard
If you want to
about
buy
these-
any pork, you can do it in the market like anyone else. Nice, scram!
Oh no.
New like fountain of dust shoots up. as he
I'm not in the
reloads his
market for
musket.
pork. I only want the premium stuff. The hawks of dreams.
Go ahead and give me another persuasion roll. How's that persuasion roll, Bjorn, from you?
Persuasion?
Persuasion, yeah.
Perfect. You know these hawks. They traverse the jungle.
Kings of the jungle, I believe he
The
says.
kings of the jungle.
The hardiest steed on this side of the world.
We have come far seeking you hawks.
Over land and water we've travelled in search of these renowned hogs.
Sometimes the dice tell their own story.
Roger's just like, no, fuck this.
That's it. I'm done.
Turns out it's a chicken farm.
He needs a drink.
He's turned to drink.
Understandable.
Please, good sir, empty my pockets and bestow me one of these mighty steeds for me and my friends.
One each, preferably. Hi, by the way.
Hey guys, so what'd you do?
Nothing.
Fuck you.
Something about the kings of the jungle, I believe.
Oh, you're here for riding hogs? What did you just say, sir? All right, well, come on here. I guess he like scratches his back as he like puts the musket down. You some kind of adventuring party?
Indeed we are.
And-
Nongle's totally giving it a stink eye.
Who else would need such mighty steeds?
But you know, they're not good steeds, right? It's only for the show riding for the children. For the youngins.
Please. Please
How big are these hogs?
He opens like the barn door you come in. It's just a bunch of regular pigs. Like a pig is a pretty big animal, right?
Nongle's like, perfect, I can ride one of those, no problem.
I mean, I've got the goat. Oh no, I
Yeah,
don't.
you got your right size, I guess. Where you from, son?
Myself?
Yep.
I can't say, but all over the place. I'm a nomad. Similar to you, I would assume, and he looked towards his feet back up at him.
Well, that's a long time past. Now I live out here by myself. Old man Cornwell. Don't want any trouble from nobody. Well, all right. So you want the hogs or no?
Yes.
I kind of just walk up, like as close as I can get to the hogs. Does this look realistic at all as any sort of steed?
For Nongle, yes.
Would Bjorn break this pig's spine if he tried to mount it? I'm
Almost,
assuming so.
almost certainly, yes.
Ah.
It would be an act of incredible animal cruelty to make Bjorn sit on one of these animals.
John, you spoke of legendary pigs. I'm not
Yeah,
entirely
yeah.
convinced.
But he's a
Well,
tough
then you
negotiator.
haven't tasted it. Well, you can get it in the market. Now, if
like-
you want, do you guys start some kind of circus?
Give me a moment, Torben.
Throw the kids
he's a
around
tough
on the
guy.
hogs.
I just need to persuade him. Bjørn turns around again. Please, good sir. These are fine animals, but they are on the regular side. And the legendary beast we seek is a bit bigger. They don't suffer any...
I look like some kind of pork wizard to you? He's standing there in overalls.
That's a band name right there.
You
Pork
look like a
wizard.
man who keeps secrets. And
Go ahead and give me
breeding
another-
legendary jungle...
persuasion roll.
jungle
Go ahead and give me with
hogs
advantage because
could
of
be
your
one
last
of them.
natural 20.
Bjorn really has a way with words, doesn't he?
It's just...
Hey,
What
really
was the
does.
persuasion again?
Yeah, another persuasion, yeah. With advantage this time. Because of the net 20. 17.
Good for me.
Now... Well... I guess do have the saddle from my old venturing days, so I guess could part with that. Could part with that for some, I would say.
We're
The
willing.
what?
I have a saddle. Makes the hog large, very large, real big.
Oh,
Perfect.
perfect. Yeah.
Please.
But I assume
Yes,
that's still only one big hog, right?
Yep.
True. We'd still need to.
All right.
We can. There's other. When we were on our way to this Carnival farm, are there other farms in the vicinity, or is it
Not
just
like,
Carnival farm?
probably further down the road, yeah.
Okay, so we might be able to get some actual steeds.
I mean, maybe I should have asked this before, but did we actually
You
see?
guys come into the jungle,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
that is the
so
plan.
and you're looking for animals to travel the jungle.
Yeah.
Are you some kind of special, kind of stupid?
More than you could ever imagine.
Ever tried to drag a hog through thick foliage?
Have you tried to drag Bjorn?
I appreciate the humor, but still, it's. You do know what you're asking, right? Have you ever been in a jungle before?
Chaps, I think the hogs might be they might be dead on arrival. In more ways than one.
Well, if we can get one big hog, I'm sure we can still make it work, right?
I'm
Yes.
slightly worried about putting one big hog walking through the jungle full of various creatures who tend to be carnivorous. We might essentially just be
Do you know how you
Walking
get a
a giant
person through the
buffet.
jungle? Do you know that? You hack through it with a machete. So, how are you supposed to get a full-blown riding animal through there?
That's a good point.
Are you sure you shouldn't stay home? This might be too much for you to manage.
Okay, you're beginning to be rude. That's fine.
Well, you
Look.
visited me.
True, you're true, but we also came for that's not all we came for. We also came for information, but I thought we'd lead with the pig thing.
All right, well, guess you disturbed my afternoon moonshine drinking session, so
Yes, we're looking for somebody. Apparently, he stayed here.
who did?
Professor Ignatius.
Professor who?
Ignatius.
You describe it to me?
Look like me, Chthonian type.
Oh,
Archaeologist.
the elf. Yep.
Probably slightly addled, knowing our lot.
Yep.
How long ago was that? Did he speak to you at all?
Weeks, maybe?
Did he say what he was doing in the jungle?
Going into the jungle. Yeah,
Just-
he was, yep.
Just into the jungle? Nothing
Yep.
else?
Up to do some stupid archaeology gig, I reckon.
You reckon or you know?
I would ask you where you're going, right? Just into the jungle, right?
For some stupid archaeology business, yes.
Yep.
And just out of interest, were some pieces of gold to slip into your palm, the amount of information that you'd have on said professor would remain the same or not?
Well, depends. Is it your palm, or then he looks at Bjorn's, or his palm?
It's larger than mine, I guess. Let's start the bidding at, let's say, 10 gold pieces.
You know, I usually don't divulge in frisking out other people's privacy. You know, I usually keep my own pretty much. So I usually have a strict no ask, no tell policy.
So 20 gold pieces.
Yep.
Are we doing this, fellas? I mean, you know, are we throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, we suddenly have a lot of gold we don't need to spend on hogs, so why not?
Sure.
I'm
100
back. I
100
wasn't away.
Can I?
100 gold
Father,
pieces.
why have you left me? You hear this sound out from the barn.
Was that a pig?
Father, come back! Thank you for giving me the gift of speech.
Oh my god, it's a talking pig.
Yes.
Yeah, where did he do?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Father,
I cover up the thing I put on with some sod and smush and mud. I would like the saddle. This hawk is clearly talking, and I wanted to accompany me.
go give me a slide.
I said there was.
Father, why are you talking to these strangers and the
pigs
meat man
out
feast
here,
you?
and
Father, are you ignoring me?
oh my god!
It is like underneath the mud and soot. There's clearly the crown that Bjorn has been rocking around with.
So we need this, please, Master Farmer. I want to buy it.
What did you do to my hog?
You were the incredible breeder after all.
He looks at all of you. And you take that thing off my hog and you get out of here.
God,
Ain't got no talking hogs on my farm. I'm not going to start now. This is unnatural. No, father, do not let him take it away from me. I'm sentient. All the other time I've been writing my own filth, my own mud. Now I want to study philosophy. I want to watch the stars. I want to navigate
take
the
it
ethereal
off.
plane.
Bjorn,
Oh, that was impressive.
how often do I have to tell you not to play around with magic items, especially not ones that make animals speak? I mean, we had this conversation. No, we didn't. But if we had this conversation, like this is what I would tell
talking
you.
rat for a friend. Well, it might just have a really bad example in you. Well, now get out of my property.
Alright, gentlemen, I think we're done here. Unless anybody else wants to chip in.
No, I think this is a lost cause.
Right, well, in that case, shall we have a quick parlay with Black Sam the Trout, and then, if we can, and then see if one of these farms can sell us. No, are we doing this on foot, or are we trying with steeds? He did kind of indicate that maybe steeds might be a bad idea for dense jungle. In which case, we might have to shed some weight. We might have to take, I don't know, like 4 bottles less of the ale.
Acceptable.
That is quite unacceptable. I say we keep looking for seeds.
We could just drink that on the way there.
Let's see what we can find.
lighten our
Maybe.
load.
And we do have the second bag of holding.
Yeah.
Right. Well. There we go. Looking forward to the pigs. Am I?
apologize.
But- Yeah,
It's
not
upon
your
me
fault.
to put so high expectation in the
Y'all
hogs.
should not. Y'all should just stay out of here. All like that. Darn elf.
You know what? I'm
And
going
told him we were done with the venturing business, but now he's still at it. What an idiot.
I need the
Wait, sorry. So did you
wisdom.
use to adventure with him? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Old friends?
You read the thoughts. Yep.
So he makes a wisdom save DC 18.
He's clearly lying. Yes, he used to adventure with the professor.
Interesting.
Nope.
I'm going to use a second ability on that, and I'm going to suggest that he tells me about his adventures with this man.
What would you call adventures? More like, well, excursions, lootings. Sometimes we went out there and we dug up a real old treasure kind of thing. I don't know really why. I just feel allergic to telling you guys. That's real dangerous. Lost my wife on that shit. Well, she left me at least because I couldn't keep my nose at home.
House, where did you last see him, though? You must miss
A couple of weeks ago, before he set out, said some stupid shit about something like the last throne or something.
Last throne.
That's
Yep.
right.
Had two some kind of mercenaries with them. Not in one I know, but well,
Interesting.
Oh, he suddenly got very friendly. Is that saddle still for sale? That sounded interesting.
well, could sell your saddle, but I would take a somewhat amount of money for it.
I mean, what do you say, Bjorn? I know it isn't exactly a legendary hog, but
Put it on
Yeah,
something.
it might be the closest thing.
I could put it on Nibbles and ride Nibbles.
So how much for the saddle?
Yes.
2,000?
Yep.
How much we got left?
we have 2.2 thousand left.
Really?
Yes, we
And
bought
he's
a
asking
lot.
for, and he's asking for 3,000.
No, 2,000.
Oh.
We have enough for gold for that. I mean, it's weighing us down. You said something about leaving gold or weight behind, right? Might as well spend it.
You're not wrong, and also 900 gold is still quite a lot of money.
That's true.
I say do it. Might
Alright,
as well.
Let's get this
And
out.
just to be clear, it was
Goes in.
2.2 thousand we have left. We only have 200 left.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was 2,900. Either way, yeah, that's fine.
He goes in, he takes the saddle, hands it over to Nongo. All right then.
Summon Nibbles, pop it on him.
Well, it's a permanent enlarge spell on a mount.
Oh my god, perfect. I have all stats set up for Nibbles. Woody's enlarged, it's great.
Giant cock.
Yeah, big dog.
Please, do you have
I forgot
inspiration?
His alignment's
Leon?
like stupid.
Leon, do you have inspiration?
No, I don't.
All right, I would have asked you to take it away.
Okay.
Well, that's good at the very least. We have at least some room for the saddlebags. I think it does sound like we're carrying larger backpacks for the rest of us, though. That's probably the way to go. But if there's nothing else... Oh, did he say specifically in what direction he was traveling?
Yep, up to Irakator.
Krakatoa. Good. Same as ours. Nice. Right.
I'm thinking about some native guides.
Some native what?
Guides. I would stay clear of this band if I were you.
Right. Yes.
They eat people.
Good. Good. Well. Lucky us. Thank you for your time, man who was quite rude to start with and then got a lot nicer. You've been very helpful. Gentlemen?
Right.
Shall we?
Well, take care.
And I'm
Yes,
like, "Nibbles,
take care of your
charge!"
formerly intelligent hole. Right, Black Sam? Shall we, gentlemen?
Yes.
So we're changing a myth now.
On the way out to Flint's Rest, everyone go ahead and give me an intelligence roll.
"22 for Noggle."
Fucking hell.
Now, you were told to go here by someone called the Red Herring.
Oh. Noggle's like, I don't think we need to go there. I highly think that this is not a good idea. Or
I'm
just
not a smart man.
Nothing will Yeah, and Nong will explain why this isn't probably the best place to go. Or
Yes.
Look, our
You know
day has
what,
already been ruined once with the lack of hogs. I'm not sure if I can handle another disappointment.
I'm
Yeah,
less
it's just
disappointed.
the
I'm less
tears.
disappointed in it not existing, and more disappointed in myself. I'll never forgive that, man. Well,
So we are off to Herekatal.
we're off to Harakato.
onwards, Nibbles!
On the way to Rakatal, you're pretty sure you'll find the like the easiest way would probably be to go to the river and then go upriver to Herakatal.
We could take the levitator on the river, can't we?
Yep. But then you'll have to take it through the jungle first, which would be difficult.
We
to
could
say.
take, we could
nightmare.
take it down the river and then we'll have Stick Sack take it back.
Is
No,
that already
because-
the next
No,
day?
so we've got to go through the jungle to get to the river in the first place. I think is the issue.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, no, never mind.
Yeah,
you have to go up this river here.
Okay.
which is going to take a couple of days to get around there, right?
Yeah, so-
I mean, it would take less time than it would to walk around, but I've got a feeling it might be worth us walking around just to track the professor, just in case he didn't get there.
Also, the vault here of the fire giant that you know from Mythbjorn is there.
I think we should stop by there, in all honesty. I think
First?
Yes, we have quite a few sites to take in. With or without hogs, I think it should prove
I know,
interesting.
yeah, I know it's a side quest, but we should do it.
Oh,
What
absolutely.
is the side quest you speak of?
Should we do it as the first thing? No.
Yeah, it's on. I think it's on the way enough. Either that, or if we wanted to do a longer trip, we go up to Haragatal. On the way back, we go to this place, and then we keep on going along this road and see if we can go to that old tower. But that's essentially we've turned 1 week into like 5 weeks, probably. Trek through jungle.
You're setting course for the vault of Surtur.
Yes.
It is on the way.
It's probably
Ish.
it's not on the direct way, but it's probably
Adjacent, at least, right?
It's probably part of the more efficient route. So
Yeah, it's a
I
couple of
say
days
we-
off the track, isn't it? Really. So that's fine.
I say we do it.
Right, how do I get rid
Yeah,
of
I'm in favour. Might as well.
right click,
Right click?
X right click. Yeah. Is it only me who could do that?
Yeah, I can't get rid of it.
All right. So
Whatever.
you you all set out as you are if you begin.
This is
to,
already the next day, because
Yeah.
we wanted to go in the afternoon of the. Yeah. So this
This
was
is,
already next morning.
This is in the middle of the next day. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I have to subtract.
All right. Anything you want to do before you leave?
Or give everyone an because I didn't do this for today. Give everyone an inspiring leader for the day, so we are better. Well, let's see. Where do I have it here? So it should be at this point 19. Anyways. Inspiration for the unlucky ones, locked away in permanent laurels, assembling the modifiers from pieces of surplus features. Oh, 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 oh. The high disease and evil DM conspire against our odds, but you haven't seen the best of us yet. If you trust me, then just roll. If you trust me, then just roll.
Awesome. Nibble starts rolling
Beautiful.
around on the ground.
Okay, it's 18. Not at 18, it's 19 actually, because I'm with 14. Yeah, 19.
Everyone gets. All right.
You just tripled
You-
those hit points. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
Nibbles feel very inspired.
Yeah.
Brr, brr, brr. Go ahead and
the tune the entire time.
and you could go ahead and change his hit die as well, right? Because he's no longer he's a large creature now, right? So
Okay, so from a D8 to
I'll say just give him the stats of a normal riding horse. It's fine.
the stats of a horse. Okay.
Yeah.
Horse
just-
chicken.
So we didn't get a hawk mount, but we did get a war chicken.
A war chicken? I wonder, is there any civilization who's like riding out on giant chickens into battle?
Fuck is that?
Actually, there's
Chocobos.
yeah, chocobos. I just thought about this. Fucking, you made a fucking chocobo.
You. All right, you as you begin to go to the jungle, insects everywhere. It's wet. It's smelly. Lots of flowers everywhere. In the sometimes in the background you hear like large roars or kind of sounds kind of piercing through the constant kind of buzz of insects and birds. It's a difficult terrain, so you have to kind of machete your way through. I guess Torgen is taking the lead, kind of just hacking things away with the shadow blade. As plants are just like withering and dying around you. Go ahead. You're the navigator, right?
Would that require proficiency? Because or can you just, how does that work?
That's survival.
navigators. Oh, survival. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll take the lead.
As he's picking his way through the jungle, I'm gonna keep notes and try and recreate it, so we have some rudimentary mapping of where we've come through.
That
Using
makes
my cartographer's
sense.
tools.
You are definitely not going. You're not progressing quickly. It is slow going, right? But you're definitely getting ahead. Go ahead and tell me. Let's see. What did you roll again, Torben?
Survival. Let me just roll it. I'll spend a sorcery point to re-roll that.
Wait, can I?
Oh, is that allowed with
I have
these kind of rolls?
proficiency in survival. Can I give him? Can I assist?
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we just take that 20 then?
Should I just take that then? I'll roll again.
I can't see a roll.
really?
I just rolled natural
Yeah,
1 and the 13.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, 12.
Yeah.
I can't see a roll, but sure. So how much was that in total?
Let me just try
20
again.
with advantage.
Can you not see?
Yeah,
it?
now I can see it. Somehow it didn't show up before. All right, never mind.
The first was 20 with advantage.
Perfect. You go ahead. Like you definitely don't become lost as you're like keeping just going east. What are as Longle on the back of giant nibbles and Torgen is like leading the way. What are the rest of you doing, kind of as you're walking through the jungle?
Well, as I said, I'm probably keeping note and just marking down on the larger map that we've got, just to kind of like add some detail to the map as to the route we're going through. So I'm kind of doing like the Indiana Jones sort of red dotted line situation as we're moving through the jungle on the map itself.
All right. So go ahead and give me a cartographer's tools check. What about Theus and Bjorn?
I think the only thing Bjørn is good at is breaking stuff. So, if we could clear the path, I think that's... Yeah, I don't think he has any use in the jungle, but that...
Right.
It's the tool checks or intelligence checks, right?
Usually, usually.
Yeah, okay, so that's a
But they're
direct
also
20.
proficient in it.
Oh, that's true. Well, it'll be 24 then, I think. 25 now, actually, if I'm proficient in it.
What are you saying, Theus?
I'm good at like stealthing. Can I just like keep everyone like just looking out so that everyone is quiet?
I will say, in order to do that, you will probably need pass without trace if you wanted to be quiet about moving through. But you could definitely, yeah.
Okay, then I will myself like try to like
You can
just
also give me
far away. What?
you can also give me an intelligence stealth roll to just help people if they're clanging on metal or something, like kind of
Oh
tie things
no,
down
like
as you
I'm really
want.
bad at that. Then I will just try to keep my distance and just for a party, just in case we are surprised by anything, and I just like stealth a little bit farther away.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth and a perception roll.
I have advantage on the stealth because I have boots of Elvenkind.
Theus disappears, and you manage to kind of still figure out where the party is as you go through. All right, I'm going to ask Torgen to go ahead and roll me a 1d12, please.
5.
All right, so on the first day, let's see here. Let's check here. You at some point you find you come through like a big flat piece of land. There's no trees growing up, but like the ground is is a is kind of broken, and you can see like grass growing up, but it seems like there's something like underneath the grass, kind of covering the floor of the jungle.
Nongle, this is a area of archaeological interest, so it would be rude of us not to take a look.
Can I make a nature check and see if this is like some strange shit or something?
Nature or investigation, I'll say,
Both the same. So
or just perception. You can all roll one dice. Do you
Okay,
roll detail?
Can I assist Nongle with his investigation? If you did that, okay. Sorry.
He did a nature roll. So the rest of you
I'm
can
good.
also roll one of those things if you're proficient in it and want to.
I'll do the perception. That was one of the options, right?
Yeah.
Dirty 20 on investigation. Oh, 28 perception.
28 on perception.
Right. As you kind of stop, like it's this like quite big clearing, that kind of just appears out of nowhere. Nongle, you try to figure out. That kind of a natural explanation for this, and you just see grass and like jungle grass kind of growing up through a bunch of cracks. As you join Nongle's side, you can see that the cracks are symmetrical. They are square, and if you like kind of dig through some of the grass, it's like a very big, flat cobblestones. It almost looked like in this area. Old, some of them are also cracked, like in the middle, but you can see like the outline of the stones and what has been in between, like the ground or dirt that usually is in between cobblestone has been kind of eroded away, and as grass has just grown. But as you see this, you see a bunch of what looks like old kind of stone formations, completely overgrown in the edge of this clearing here.
So on the edge where the jungle begins,
Yeah. Like so like in between trees, so like you see irregular patterns that could be kind of like stone formations, so maybe ruins. You're not sure.
I'll kind of
them.
hold up a fist to stop the group. I'm assuming I'm leading at this point, and just kind of point in that direction. If you have archaeological interest, there's some strange stonework where the clearing begins. It seems a bit strange out here, but it might be worth a look.
Don't you friend me with a good time. I'll begin picking my way gingerly, so as not to try and like I'm making sure I don't step on anything that looks dodgy. Over to one of these things that are sticking out and take a closer look.
I'll assist him. I'm an
Right.
archaeologist as well for background. So.
I should go as both of you go up and have a look. You kind of see it. These are not stone formations. These are definitely like parts of really old buildings. Go ahead and give me a history roll, both of you.
Sure thing.
Would this be based on magic items, alchemologics,
No.
or technological devices?
I will.
So-
Yes to that.
Okay.
If I'm not being assisted, that's a 24.
Are you?
And I have a +5 on that, so 20.
This building is made of a very strange material. It's not clay bricks. There's no wood components. It's more like a kind of gray stone mass, and it has like metal inserts in the middle that like where it sticks out, it has kind of rusted away. You see very square kind of holes where there should be windows. It's almost like it was shapen by magic. This stone here, like very precise.
And just to be clear, like where there's these holes, it's not like we can see through to the other side. They're just walls. They're not the actual like full buildings.
Yeah. This is no. Yeah. And you can see like the edges of the ruins has like crumbled away, and that kind of it's like this kind of metal rods sticking out, as maybe as like some kind of reinforcement within the wall, right?
How long ago did our friend travel through here?
Weeks.
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks. Okay.
And you're looking at, as you are both archaeologists, you're looking at something that might be millennia old. This is like a building technique you don't recognize at all. Especially, it looks almost. It looks like usually like clay huts and like kind of sandstone ruins are very primitive, and this looks like something like a modern day wizard could maybe conjure up.
Interesting.
Just from looking around it, do I get any idea as to what the use of these walls were? Like, was it for a house, for example, or was it for something larger?
Yeah,
Was
it
it for something religious?
definitely could be a house. We're not talking a temple here, especially because you know that the temples of the old Kangundi people are usually big step pyramids, right?
Ziggurats. Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. Mage
Wow.
formed.
You
Wow.
take a long time looking at rocks.
I've got a whole degree in it, both Oust and me. Well, that was nice. Thank you for spotting those, Mr. Torben. Keep an eye out. Do let me know if there is anything else. I won't peruse them all to this level, but these are very interesting. Huh. Okay, well, this appears to be some kind of square that was surrounded by buildings. I guess.
This is like a couple of hours out of Planet Vega.
Yeah.
Probably have good 3 or 4 hours before the sun sets.
Well, I'm
We
sure
can keep moving
first of many things that we're going to see out here that is unusual, but yes, we should make time.
Absolutely.
I should
Lead
keep
on.
on going, and you kind of get closer away from the shore. Like the trees begin to grow much bigger and much taller. We're talking hundreds of feet in the air. Some of them it will almost see like a few of them like sticks up like towers. As you continue upon your road here, it seems like you're going pretty fine. Or at some point you see. Go ahead and give me a perception roll, Torgen. I will say you should, or everybody can do a perception roll.
That's a strong set of perception rolls.
Yeah, so everybody but Theus, you see behind you, somewhere away, you see like a big kind of lizard silently stalking you guys.
How far away is it?
Maybe what? 100, 200 feet away? Like, keeps a distance, but large, long legs.
Are we talking humanoid lizard or just big old lizard?
No, we're talking like T-Rex lizard.
Nongle, do you still have any of those dried flowers, the pungent ones?
Afraid I gave them all to the ship. Bjorn may still have some.
I have a handful.
He's
Half
still
a
alive.
handful.
It's going quick. Get it from him before he eats it all.
That's probably not going to be enough anyway. Fine. I just wonder whether we could put a decoy, send him off on the wrong trail. I figured that's the strongest smelling thing out of all of us.
Well, there certainly is more than enough foliage to hide in. Perhaps if we just keep a steady pace, and I will also, just at this point, seeing this, cast Pass Without a Trace on the group. Kind of just try to darken the jungle around us.
All right, go ahead and give me a stealth check, everybody.
Mine is at disadvantage.
Yeah, but so the
I'm
lowest
already
one
stealth.
was... Yeah, and but now you get plus 10 as well.
Okay, so 24.
Go ahead and 12. All right, so you're up to 4 now.
No, I've natural 20.
Yeah, no. I was talking about Token's Wild Magic Surge.
Oh,
So threshold is 4. I guess you can keep track of that if I forget. You you kind of managed to lose the T-Rex as you continue on. Like the heat is getting quite unbearable in here. But sometimes it's kind of punctuated by quick and violent showers of rain. So you're always wet. You have wet feet almost always, and it's so humid in here that it's hard to kind of dry off.
I'll do my best while I'm on the back of Nibbles to just kind of air dry everyone with precipitation.
All right.
It's like de-soil or whatever, just to
Yeah,
make
but you're also
any much more comfortable.
Yeah, as much as you can. Yeah, you are Noggle is constantly kind of prestidigitating. Go ahead and I'll say next one up will be let's say Noggle. Go and give me a D12.
D12, all right.
Why did we leave the city again? I don't like this jungle.
Right in the middle.
You all right? 6. You continue on, and like as the sun is beginning to settle, like it gets dark real quick in like this thick of foliage, right? You manage to kind of get through. You lost the lizard, and you kind of have made sure that you're not being tracked by any other predators right now. Later, you see like a big kind of bird, like a big red feathered bird, huge sized, but with like a lizard-like head, with like a long, not beak, but like snap jaw, right? Flies overhead as you kind of scout through the canopy to look at the sun. You reach a small waterway. It is a small stream near you, going through the forest. It also has these kind of very angular gray stone kind of sides, but multiple places it has like kind of corroded with time, and like water is flowing freely, creating like an erratic stream going some places like in a very like kind of almost like a canal, and then it breaks off into a bunch of streams until it catches up again down later along the line. And there's like an old bench. It looks like completely covered in vines.
A bench.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, I hate the jungle 2 talking. But it was actually better than the desert. Now that's a place I hate. Sand getting everywhere. It's like hearing
Alex is just no.
Do you ever go to somewhere nice? You've been in the desert, you've been in hell, and now this jungle.
It's true. Nungle, how can it be we're never somewhere nice?
We've been nice. We've been to Theus's theme park. That was quite nice.
Oh
Blimey
yeah,
Bay
sure.
wasn't too bad. An ocean voyage, the nice breeze and everything. But I agree.
That city was nice before we opened the portal to hell.
That's true.
One of the
Are
hells.
we still talking about that? I thought we decided just to forget that and like, oh, it never happened.
Wait, so it's not so I wasn't the first time you brought something back out of hell.
Technically
wasn't-
speaking,
Was it hell? Was it a hellish plane?
it was one of the hells. So yours was more of an underworld situation. This was hell.
And it more came to us than we came to it.
True, and it wasn't fully our fault.
But it was bad.
It was very bad.
Hmm.
But,
Well, I vote for going somewhere a little bit nicer next time. This the city was nice, but we only stayed that day, and this is already getting on my nerves. Like just trudging through the forest or the jungle.
As you're standing here, like the small brook kind of bubbling by, you see a few like almost like imagine deer but scaly. You see them like 200 feet up the river, kind of drinking, and as they notice you're talking, like they scurry away into the foliage. As birds constantly fly away from you as you kind of trudge through the undergrowth. When you are being loud, that is. It is getting pretty dark already. So, are you going to camp here for the night, or are you going to press on
I think we should
and
camp
find
here.
somewhere?
I think we should camp here. There's no point in getting exhausted. Carrying on.
Yes, but though I'd love to enter your mansion, Theus, I think it might be a good idea to actually observe what goes on here at nightfall.
I'd agree.
Okay, let's stay
perhaps you
safe.
can summon the door, and some of us can stay outside, and then take turns to make watches outside, and the remaining can stay inside, if you have that available, of course.
I can if you want to. Yeah, I'll just take the. I open up. I take out the key from my little notebook. I put the key into the space and turn it around, and open the door to Pandora Land.
Yep, Pandora Land is inside.
I just want to check on because I forgot this last time. Just check on Ricky Red and say, Ricky Red, did you know that they know you in hell?
Ricky Rat looks at you with dead eyes. Uh-huh.
I'm in hell!
You know, as much as I hate the jungle, I also am not particularly fond of all those animals. I think I'll stay watch out here.
I'll take over watch from you at some point. I think you and I have the longest or the farthest vision in this darkness.
Well, I'll take some time
Just
inside
from
the
class
theme park. I need
perspective.
to see if I can get this other spell banged off. So, if you need it,
Like even when you're inside the theme park, it's like there's just still insects buzzing everywhere, and the humidity is just horrible.
okay.
It permeates somehow.
Well, I'm up to bed.
It's not okay.
Nice and cold.
Yeah.
Wait, it permeates into another plane?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking for Rango, the chameleon mascot.
Hello, partner.
Rango,
Yes, Toby,
we need you to get onto case. Get all of these mosquitoes away.
Already on it, boss. It snaps one to the tongue.
I
But
imagine
it
him
is-
has
it
a
is-
head on.
But it is almost on like it is. If you've ever been wet and humid somewhere warm and there's just mosquitoes everywhere, it is unbearable. It is warm and you might be mostly dry from the prestidigitation, but this is also taxing. And as long as you are in the jungle or outside anywhere with civilization and not traveling in like a vehicle as you've done before, I'm going to say that every time you take a long rest, even within here, specifically for the jungle, by the way, even within the Magnificent Mansion, you can only get the benefits of a short rest on 8 hours of rest.
Fine by me. Right.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that at the beginning of the campaign. That's why we don't have teleport or Lehman's tiny hut or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
We wanted a thrill of adventure.
So I'm just letting you guys know.
Sounds good.
So is that so? Basically, we get no. I mean, for me personally, it would be no hit die regeneration. Essentially, then.
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
But I assume most importantly, we don't get exhausted as long as we sleep.
But you all have full hit dice from the rest in Blimey Bay, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you don't get exhaustion, so that's nice.
I guess if I'm taking the first watch, if we're setting up in this space, you said there was a bench, like could I perhaps situate myself on that and keep a lookout?
Sure, as you kind of fiddle around with it, like the old wood kind of crumbles away, and you're left with like a few metal frames that is almost corroded away. And then the overgrowth has almost replaced the bench, meaning you could still sit on it.
This is miserable. I'll just sit there and just look off into the jungle.
Could be worse. Could be hell.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna be saying that a lot, so I'm sure.
A lot of mosquitoes just sit down on you and try to like bite through your leather armor.
Can we see through the
Insect
canopy?
repellent does nothing.
Try smoke.
Should have just smoking a doobie in the jungle.
Well, smoke might get the bugs away.
Right. So you're going to rest for the first day. Go ahead and give me roll me a d12 again. Next one up was Theus.
Do I get any progress on my clairvoyant spell?
Yeah, but half progress. So you get because it's hard to concentrate with the heat and the mosquitoes. So yeah, you get 2 hours for the night. Yeah. All right. You find during the night a few animals kind of comes in and sniffs around, but nothing dangerous, it would seem. I'm going to do something here. All right. And you after a few hours you come out. It's hard because you're not really that well rested, and you have been sweating all night. Even Bjorn has been like kind of sweating. And like all of these insects are draining as you continue on for the next day of your journey.
I'd like to just pop around to everyone and do a medicine check and make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a medicine roll.
Diseases or anything like that kicking around. It's an 18.
We bought the insect repellent as well, though, didn't we?
No, that was the hippie shit. That was just rose quartz.
No, I thought we bought insect repellent. It was the antitoxin we didn't buy.
Yeah, it was from the general store, but I'm not sure if it really does any good.
Yeah, you brought it with you, but no one told me that you were going to wear it.
From now on, we will be wearing it.
All right. Go ahead and give me a luck roll, Alex.
Sure.
Torben is just covered in red marks from having smacked mosquitoes away all
20!
You got a nat 20. It is a sweet relief wearing the insect repellent. It completely kind of keeps them away, but because it's so humid and sweaty, you have to apply it pretty easily, pretty often.
It's got like that minty thing, like a mint shower gel, where it kind of tingles. Like,
yeah, precisely. Yeah. So it's like
I'm so refreshed.
Yeah. What is it called? In Danish we call it tiger balm. I don't know if you do that in English as well.
Yeah, tiger balm. Yeah. Being the only one of us that doesn't need sleep, just meditates.
Get some Bengay in there.
So I'm like, yes, I'm fine.
Right.
It's a bit hot, but I'm fine.
With an 18, do I notice if anyone could be diseased or poisoned or anything like that?
Doesn't look like it, but you haven't been. It's not like you have been within like any bodies of water or been pretending with any local animals yet.
Okay.
So at least right now you see no kind of traces of any sicknesses. Okay. Go ahead and next day, Torgen, go ahead and give me a survival roll with advantage because Snuggle is helping you.
Yeah.
All right. 17.
17. Okay. You kind of today is harder. It's like the further inland you get, the more difficult the jungle kind of gets. and you continue on. You're pressing through. It's like the hours are very long as you're just going through more and more foliage. I think it's Alex trying to roll me a d12.
Sure. Also, I'm going to roll a tool check for cartography for today as well, as I'm
Go
just
into
running
that.
through it. So that's an 18, and
Yep.
then a d12. That's a 4.
All right. As you get along, you kind of you kind of get a you are 5 people. Let me just say. At some point, as you're walking, it's a place where you have to like get off of Nibbles Nongle and drag him through like some pretty dense foliage, and you kind of get out, and like there's a big kind of open space, and you immediately trip over something on the ground.
Ah!
Go ahead and give me, I'll say dex saving throw. See.
Deck save? Okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20 for 21.
You, as you trip, you immediately kind of just by sheer luck, you kind of roll a little bit to the right, and you kind of take off your fall, and you see like a pointy root inches next to your head that you would have fallen upon. You managed to take no damage at all, but it's still weird that something kind of tripped you in that way.
Can I take a look around, see if there was some sort of trap or something? Was this intentional, or did I just fuck up?
You take a look around. It's like a big bar of iron is just like laying underneath the undergrowth.
Okay, interesting.
It's
You're
really
falling
long.
around now.
It just continues out, going north to south.
I'm going to, again, very carefully just follow along in one of the directions along this metal thing, see if it ends on anything.
Go ahead and give me a investigation or perception roll.
I'll help you.
I will go for investigation. That's a natural 20.
You immediately find a similar metal bar, kind of parallel to the other one.
Do these remind me of the insert bars in the wall the previous day, but on a larger scale? Like that kind of interior scaffolding for the kind of magically made walls. Okay.
Not interior scaffolding. These looks like they're shaped they're rounded on the top, and then they kind of go in a little bit, and then they're fastened to big stones. Like when you sit down and have a look at it, and they just run off in parallel. It's of course like ancient and incredibly not that corroded. Like.
Nongle, do you sense any
This is
magical presence here?
Very high quality metal.
Or is it just stainless steel? Okay.
I'll sit down for 10 minutes and ritually cast Detect Magic.
What whilst he's
let's go
doing that,
magic here.
can I just want to sort of essentially pace my way around this area, like following along these metal bits, and just see how large this looks. So is it like whether it's just the 2 metal bits or whether it's
Oh, it continues up north. It just continues. It seems like it's a small road by itself, and in both directions.
Is it in the direction we're moving?
No, it goes north to south or south to north. You don't know.
And we're going east-west.
West to east. Yeah.
I will mark this on the map as I'm going to put it in as a rail. And I'll just put sort of north-south, and then do a kind of an indicative sketch past a certain point.
Yeah.
Just so I can see where it's running upwards. But yeah, and then I'll carry on. So very interesting.
Anyone else?
Can I make another history check to see if this is
Sure.
some sort of machinery?
Can I assist him on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So that would be a 32.
It's definitely created in a very precise manner, right? So these like flagstones almost are holding this metal bar in place, and the metal doesn't continue on. It's not like a 100 feet long metal bar, but the metal bars are very long, and they connect very meticulously. Even with the corrosion. the fastening method is done with like some kind of like long bolt or nail, and you have no idea how you would begin to get iron in this kind of purity.
Ancient monorail. Cool.
Oh, it's not a monorail, so it has two rails, right?
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay, so they're both from parallel. Sorry, I thought you meant they run like that.
No.
Ah, ancient train. Cool. Interesting.
But it doesn't. It's not something you like. It is not something you would have any reason to kind
To
of
follow.
Yeah.
no, or any reason to recognize. Like it's
No.
It's not like Nongle or us would be like, oh yes, the ancient train of Savo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just looking at the map and its orientation, does on either end of it, assuming it is a straight line, are there any like marks on the map?
But it would intersect with the big road kind of thing, right?
Okay. That's fair.
And down
Okay.
south, you don't know, maybe like some kind of bay area.
Okay.
Go ahead and all right. So we have two trackers. Who are you are going to be? Theus, are you the one keeping kind of watch out, or
I'm not good at tracking. Like
no? The others are survival. I'm asking if you want to do who of the remaining three of you want to be the perception guy, kind of keeping an eye out for the rest of the party.
What the others? How many? What's the modifier?
I don't know. You and Aust and Bjorn are the ones. And I would ask one of you to, if you want to, one of you to be, or two of you to be like to keep watch, and the other one can be can forage if they want to. Aust is cartographizing, so you're not able to help, and whatever you do will be with disadvantage.
Bjorn, do you want to look out for me with me?
No, I'm clearing a path, so I'm the machete guy.
All right, but that will clear up Nongle then, I would say.
My wisdom is a dump stat, so I'm literally just doing cartography.
Because it's the only
Can't
thing
hear you,
that
Tanner.
Björn is effective at.
So
All right,
talking me
Bjorn
or
is assisting Torgen then. Nongle
Okay.
and yes.
okay? Are we on the lookout, Nongo?
Okay. I have a +6, so I'll just do that. Oh, natural
Yep.
20.
Oh, nice.
27. Because of my luck stone.
So many nat 20s.
I know. Look at that.
Yeah, with Dex save, investigation, and perception. This was like 3 natural 20s in 4 rolls.
Yeah.
This is crazy, boys. You see the same big feathered kind of bird
The one that's
Yeah, the one.
at some point, yeah. And it seems like it's almost smoldering. And you're pretty certain yeah. And you're pretty sure it knows about you and your presence.
Do not look too dangerous. For like to not like bewilder it. Can I just change like with my armor of many faces to look similar, like to clothing similar to a bird, just showing like I'm one of you.
You're talking about trying to imitate a huge bird.
Yeah, just like that bird that's currently looking at us, that like following us, that knows that
Well,
we're
give me
here.
a disguise check. We'll see how good this
This
is.
for deception or what? Like
Disguise.
what? My disguise kit? Like with what stat? My disguise kit? Because like
I'll
I'm not
say-
using my disguise kit. I'm using like the armor.
Yeah, I'll say give me a spellcasting check then.
With my
Just charisma straight up.
with my proficiency because I'm proficient.
Yes. Just straight charisma.
So charisma +5 because I'm proficient. Then that would be an 18.
No, just straight up charisma.
Oh, just a caster check. Alright.
It is a very beautiful feather, kind of suit, but no amount of glamour will make you look like a bird, right? Does that make sense? You look like a man in a bird suit.
I'm trying to not bewilder it.
Bewildered?
Torben looks very bewildered seeing this. What are you doing?
It's like one of these like animal guys who try to like blend in, like showing like when you go with gorillas, like the ones that like walk among gorillas, like try to pretend that they're gorillas.
I think it's a funny idea. You're wearing a very elaborate feather suit. It rustles a lot when you walk around in it. None of the others are wearing anything similar.
Yeah. I just want to like the guys who like, walk amongst gorillas. They try to like act and look like gorillas.
Precisely. Fierce is acting like a bird.
Okay.
So's Nibbles.
Got it.
Yeah. Right. What do you guys want to do?
I guess keep an eye on the bird and continue on.
All right. You're keeping an eye on the bird. Go ahead and give me a. I think a Bjorn. It's your turn. Give me a D12 as you continue on away from these metal bars.
We've only been here a few hours, and I think Theus has already lost it.
As you go through the undergrowth, Theus and or Theus or Nongle, give me a perception roll.
25.
Yeah. All right. You manage to kind of stop everybody as the foliage stops and a ravine just kind of extends in front of you. You see this massive kind of cracked hole as if like an earthquake kind of opened up the ground. Extending, there's just a massive network of big pointy roots sticking out of the side. Maybe like a, I guess, what, 100 feet wide kind of ravine in the continuing northwest to northeast, kind of in like a big scar across the land.
Odin's eye. What? Was this caused by nature? Does anyone know?
I'm happy to investigate it or have a look, see if it looks like it's been caused by sort of tectonic means.
I'll make a nature check.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I'll just assist you on your nature check then in that case.
Okay. 28.
Yeah, this does not look.
Is a skill monkey.
This does not look kind of manufactured. This is as naturally occurring as any kind of big gash in the ground would be, right?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And now, how far does it go to the northwest and southeast? Is it
Beyond your yeah, that you could walk around it. It would probably put half a day on your trip.
How wide did you say it was?
100 feet.
But could we rappel down or something like that?
We could straight
It
up
is very-
fly, but between the two, between me and
very
Nongle,
deep,
we
yeah.
could fly everybody across. Nongle, if you're happy to do that.
Or maybe one fly and
See,
another one.
We can't get new spell slots, right? So I'm worried
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
using
okay. Well,
spell
I
slots.
can, so I can fly 3 of us across.
Well, you fly 3 of us. Put flight on Nibbles. Nibbles can then carry 2 of us. So that's 3 out of 6, and then you have 2 more. Make sure Bjorn has 1. Bjorn can carry Theus.
Theus has the broom.
Oh, Theus has the bird.
Okay, so Fierce has the broom, so I cast it on Nibbles and Bjorn.
Yeah, Nibbles, Bjorn, and yourself, and then Bjorn can just carry Torgen, and I'll Oz can jump on my back, and then I don't think the monkey's gonna be.
Well, no, I can fly myself as well. That's what I mean.
Oh well, then yeah. So
Because if I cast fly, then I can cast it at max level. So I can cast it on 3 people basically.
It's perfect.
good, yeah, fly across.
Okay.
But like
Okay.
low, like not high across, because keep an
Yeah.
eye out for that fucking bird. If he sees us flying around, might want to eat us.
Yeah.
It might want
Just-
to stay as close to the
Go ahead
ground
and
as
give me
possible.
another perception roll. Both of you this time, not helping each other.
Just to blend in more in the jungle, I will lie flat down onto my broom, like hide the broom under my feathers, and just like flap my wings, just to blend in with to blend in.
As you kind of navigate this gash of or this big, scary kind of ravine. You're kind of Nongle. You're kind of holding on to Nibbles, who's very excited on flying. Oust, you're concentrating on your spell. Bjorn, how is Bjorn acting while flying?
He is holding on to Torgen, maybe a bit too tight.
Okay.
Look, all I wanted to know is I don't like heights.
I'm not gonna drop you.
Okay? I don't like heights, so just hold on tight.
I'm holding on.
All right. All right. Alex, please roll me a 1d5.
Sure. 1, 2, 5. 5.
All right. Torgen, from the skies above, certainly you feel a kind of big, warm kind of feeling as almost completely invisible and silent from the treetops. This big red-feathered bird just scoops down and picks out after you with a 28 to hit.
Oh,
That definitely hits.
All right, you take 14 piercing damage.
Ow.
Go ahead and give me a acrobatics or athletics roll.
Let's make that acrobatics. I'm going to spend 1 sorcery point to reroll that. See if I. Oh, the bonus is the same. I accidentally clicked athletics, but I will reroll.
Right.
14.
Torgen is snatched up by this bird.
I'm holding on. Can I?
You're flying by.
I'm.
You're the
carrying
one
Torgen.
flying, right?
Yes.
He was carrying me across. I don't have any means of flying. I'm just being
I'll
carried.
say, Bjorn, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
You promised you wouldn't let me go.
And I can see it, or is it a?
You're surprised, so I would say no.
Then it's a 6.
You grab out, but it is too quick. You see
Should have
smoldering
got that
tail
Alex.
feathers. You see smoldering tail feathers, kind of just leaving you as it's still overhead, and as its tail kind of whips down with an 18 to hit you, Bjorn.
Wait, sorry. One
It hits.
one comment. Creatures within 30 feet of me cannot be surprised. Does that mean that he would have advantage?
In that case, yes, but 16 is still not enough.
Ah, damn it.
Does 18 hit, Bjorn?
Yes.
You take 21 bludgeoning damage as you are whipped by this creature, and you also take 9 fire damage. But for you, that's half to 5.
4.
No, down to 4. That's correct. So you take a total of 25 damage.
Okay.
As you're knocked out, of course. And it begins to fly away with Torgen. So you guys can go ahead and roll initiative. We're going to keep this just straight theater of the mind. I'm going to draw out your tokens here, so you can do some initiatives. And I'm going to say that it is still within 5 feet of you, Bjorn, when we start initiative. All right. It rolled a nat 20 for its initiative, so it will try to just dash away from you guys. What are you doing as it leaves first your 5 feet area and then your frost area, Bjorn?
I'm gonna. 1 second. Is Winter's Grasp a bonus?
It's a reaction.
Oh. Then I would like to, when it leaves my area, Winter's Grasp it.
All right, go ahead and put it out in the chat here. So can you explain to me what happens as you do this?
Leave, please stay. And Björn pull out his hand, and the frost almost consumes it, swirls around it. He grabs out towards his foe, and then he crush his hands. Some of this splinters of ice goes in through the air and condense around this bird. And maybe it stays there.
It is stopped in its track as it briefly kind of hangs in midair, beginning to fall a little bit with Torgen in its grasp. It is very I'll say Torgen, you take another 16 piercing damage from it squishing you. And you can feel the flame kind of going on next to you. I'll say Bjorn is the only one within like fire distance. So Bjorn, you take another 6 fire damage, and that is already halved.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Right, Torgen, you're restrained within the mouth of this creature here. It is. Yeah.
There were 4 of them, was that right?
No, one.
Oh, sorry, just the one. Okay.
Yeah, one big.
It's very big.
Firebird. It's like my favorite monster ever.
And it how far
No,
away?
you can look at this. This is some kind of dinosaur bird. This is not a phoenix.
It's a phoenix. Don't break my immersion, bro.
How far away are Bjorn and Torgen from the rest of the party if this is like attacking us?
I will say the others are. Go ahead, everybody, and roll me a 1d6. That is not Torgen or Bjorn.
4.
Austin is 40 feet away. Nongle and Nibbles is 60 feet away, and Theus is only 10 feet away on the broom.
Okay. I think as Torgen is wiggling in this big giant bird's grasp, the tattoo on his arm is going to start to kind of envelop his arm and start to push towards the claws. And as he's trying to free himself, I'm going to cast Freedom of Movement to kind of wiggle out of its grasp.
All right. As you do that,
and that is Wild Magic Surge.
Oh, it is. All right, I'm going to let you choose something. Do you want specific shadow-themed wild magic, or do you want to roll for intensity first and then roll on another wild magic surge?
I mean, let's do intensity. That sounds fun.
All right, go ahead and give me a 1d20 first then.
13.
13. So we're talking about a nuisance. This is not something that is that bad. Go ahead and give me a 1d100, please. 53. Let's check here. Go ahead and re-roll that because the conditions are not 50 instead. All right.
Almost the same.
What magic items are you do you have that weighs less than 1 pound? I will say.
I guess the Ring of Protection.
Yeah, the Ring of Protection, the amulet, and the fedora.
Yeah.
So roll me a 1d3, and it will be in that order. Ring of Protection, Amulet of the Drunkard, and Fedora of the Tomb Raider. The Fedora of the Tomb Raider begins to kind of violently shake as you cast this spell, and then it kind of just copies itself, and the other hat begins to fly off in the breeze. Do you want to catch it?
Did it animate, or did it just seem that a gust of wind blew it? Oh, it duplicated. Okay, well, I was planning on trying to catch myself, because I assume I'm falling now. How far down is the ravine?
You are, let's say, you are, I'm going to roll this. You are 70 feet above the beginning, like the ground.
Good lords. Okay, so the fedora is flying away, but I still have the whip. Can I use a bonus action to try and...
No, you are wearing the fedora. The duplicated fedora is flying away.
I think I would still like to try and grab it, because I'm a little bit confused as to what is going on.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check then.
As I'm falling, I'm going to whip at the hats and see if I can grab it. 25.
Right, you grab it with the whip. You now have two hat of the Fedora of the Tomb Raider.
And I guess I'm free falling because I'm out of actions.
Yeah. All right, good times. Next up, Bjorn. But before that, the tail whips around. Bjorn, give me a Constitution save. $18. All right, that is the DC. You, the tail whips around. You see like small bony, gray-black bony barbs kind of poke up between the scales in his tail and hit you, and you can feel this kind of feeling of a white hot pain in your chest, but you manage to kind of hold yourself together. What are you doing?
Is it possible to fly down and try to catch Torben?
Yes, but you would trigger an attack of opportunity with that.
I'm just holding an arm up as I'm falling. You promised you wouldn't let go!
I'm going to rage.
Right.
So I might take some less damage while I dive for Torben.
You dive for Torben. You go down. You grab him as he's free falling, and it of course it will try to attack you. Let's do it as a tail attack. That makes sense. 21 to hit for 13 blood, so that's half, so 6, so it's 12 damage in total after I've halved it for you.
I'll take it gladly.
Alright, that was your turn. Legendary action. No, it can't do that. So it's going to... It is going to go ahead and do another poison tail, this time on Theus, who's the only one next to it. Go ahead and give me a con save, Theus. That is, you still, you feel the tail kind of whip you, not really trying to hurt you with it, but kind of, instead you just feel this kind of fiery pain within your body, but it's not like it does anything to you, really. It's just really uncomfortable. And with that, Nongo, you're next up.
I'll keep 60 feet away from it. I'll have Nibbles kind of ready in action to keep within 60 feet of him.
Right.
And Nongo will throw a chill touch. So 18 to hit.
It is, even though it's frozen right now, it moves very dexterously, and you can see your like the skeletal hand that kind of shoots out. It fails to connect with it.
Okay. That is my turn.
All right, perfect. Theus, another con save, please. You're still good, but it hurts like hell. It's really uncomfortable. Oust, you're up.
Okay, so Torgen is free falling at the moment, just from the bottom of the.
He's caught by Bjorn.
Oh,
they're
okay.
like, I would say they're like 30 feet above.
Okay, so they're safe-ish for now.
For now, yeah.
Okay, in which case I will Hexblaze Curse this creature first, and then I'm going to use my new and improved Eldritch Blasts on it. At the moment I can find Hexblaze Curse. Where are you? There you are. That's Hexblaze Curse in there when it actually finally behaves itself. Cool, and then yes, Eldritch Blast with the new Eldritch what do we call it thing? So I don't know whether that's already going to be applying the extra damage from. Oh, that was a natural 20. So
+5. It should not do that. Should it? Was it +5? Oh yeah, it is. That's correct.
So that's with
No, that is not correct. You get +2 to damage with the Eldritch Blasts, unless you configure. If you configure the Verdant Shard into a ranged weapon, you get all bonuses.
Okay, that's fine. I'll stick with the Eldritch Blast this time then. That's fine.
Yeah, so all of those are +2, and then it has +5 because of the what's it called, the
Hexblaze Curse.
the Hexblaze Curse. I'm going to go in and say and put in +2 on your in this, and it is +2 to hit as well.
Sure.
All right, let's check your blasts here. First one misses, second one misses, third one is of course a hit, so you're going to deal 16 damage to it. +2, so that is 18 damage.
Okay.
As one connects, this very agile kind of creature.
And then I'm gonna move. I'll move another 20 feet out of its range, so I'm 60 feet away from it.
All right. Then next up will be Theus. You are muted, my man.
Before us, like position yourself. Like, can you position yourself close to, like, on the pathway to Torgen and Bjorn, just in that direction?
I'm moving backwards away from them, but I can position myself in the same because I'm holding their fly spell at the moment, so I don't really want to be anywhere near them.
Okay, good. I will try to dissonant whisper at the beast. I would try to position myself in a way that it would fly towards, like, past Torgen and Bjorn.
Yes, it has 0 move speed right now because of Bjorn, though. So are you sure you want to use that spell? You would know.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, but I would. That is also why I stopped you, so you could know.
No, like, then I will just, like, I will disengage and will just fly away because I currently am in its range, I assume. So I would just use the broom to, like, distance myself, flying towards some foliage, flapping my wings. I'm still Big Bird. And I will, meanwhile, while I'm flying away, it's not looking for a mate. It's not looking for a mate. As I'm flying, flapping.
All right. So I will say, because you have done this, I will say that it would be able to reasonably catch Bjorn, Torgen, Aust, and Nongel within a 100-foot cone.
Yep.
As it kind of screams, it breaks out of the ice, and then just fire breathes everywhere. Everyone, give me a dex save.
Oh no.
And this we can
This
see, right?
You can see, yeah.
Dex save.
I'm just clinging onto Bjorn for dear life.
Torgen, you
Me too, like, because I'm flying in the opposite direction.
No, because you flew in the opposite direction. All right, only one saving is Oust.
I'm gonna use my fanatical focus.
All right. Still a 9. All right. Oust, you take 25 fire damage.
Okay, I will make
The rest of you take 51, unless you're Bjorn, you take 25. Nongle, do you want to use absorb elements?
Yeah.
That's a con save of 16 for concentration.
So you said 25?
Yeah, 25.
Okay.
I will also say that that because you're mounted on Nibbles, you can halve his damage taken. How much hit points does the large Nibbles have?
Yeah, 32 right now with the.
All right, so he is.
Speech, so he's still up.
He's still up.
Thank God. Nongo was gonna start falling. He's like, I didn't prepare, father.
And Torgen, you also absorb elements. All right. So you all took a bunch of fire damage. That was his turn. Torgen, you're up. Bjorn is holding you.
So how far away are we from the creature after having fallen a little bit?
The two of you are 30 feet away from him.
Well, I can't really fly on my own, so if you want to fight that thing, bring me into stabbing range. I'm just kind of in his arms. So I will ready an action. Actually, I'll bonus
Hang on.
action.
So the chasm's 100 feet across. We could always land in the chasm and attack the bird
Yeah.
that comes to us, right? So
Definitely.
let's get footing, because if we drop a spell, we're all falling.
That is a fair point.
So Nongo will be like, to the edge, to the edge.
I would say you're halfway across, so it's like one movement action that is not catching someone or something else would be. You could get to the ground.
I think in that case, I will bonus action Hunter's Mark, and main action, I will prepare to cast Darkness as soon as Bjorn has let go of me, so that I'm not hindering his vision. And that's me. I'm holding on.
Perfect. Go ahead and cast it. You are at a threshold of 2 right now.
Right, of course.
Threshold
Mark
3,
does-
you're holding.
Hunter's Mark is fine, and then for the Darkness.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
You are doing fine. All right, so we're at 4 now. Threshold 4. As it slowly increases. Next one up then will be Bjorn. Before it does this, it lets out, as the fire kind of subsides, it lets out a roar that just starts low and then just becomes ear-shattering. Everybody give me a concept. Actually, Theus, you're both too far away.
Cool.
So you don't need to.
I assume that we are in bright light. Is that correct?
Yes, most definitely.
18.
So Torgen, you just cast darkness on yourself, is that right?
I readied an action to do it when
Okay.
Bjorn lets go of me.
All right. So Nongle and Nibbles, you're both incapacitated by the sound.
Oh fuck! We just heard.
And actually, Nibbles is stunned because it failed by 5 or more.
Okay.
So you begin falling on your turn. That was all his legendary actions, though. All right. Next one up will be Bjorn.
How many is falling?
Nibbles and Nongle are falling.
Nongo's unconscious and Nibbles.
Are incapacitated. You're just kind of holding your ears and nothing else can kind of.
Can't do anything.
Okay, so I can use my movement to drop off.
I will say because you're carrying a medium-sized creature, you will be moving at half speed, so you can dash and you can put off Torgen if you want to,
You've got to toss me.
or you can toss him.
The door.
Oh!
I will definitely allow your strength 20 barbarian to toss the dwarf, but a 60 feet toss is going to be a difficult roll. So you might want to move 15 feet and then toss him.
All I'm saying is, if you're sending me back to hell, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
I'm gonna die. So not with Torgen. I'm not gonna toss the dwarf.
You're flying. You'll dash 60 feet down.
And
yep,
try
you grab.
to grab one more.
Give me an athletics check. You are raging. How did your concentration roll go, Oust?
I rolled a 16, which is higher than
Okay.
half of 25, so I'm good.
Perfect. Yep. Go ahead and give me that. An athletics check. And you have advantage because of rage, so it's a 24. You are barely keeping yourself and these people up. Everything is difficult. You're just barely hanging on right now.
I'm slowly getting
Yeah, you're
down.
slowly. I will see as you do this at Nogle's turn. You all slowly drop another 10 feet.
And how far was it to the bottom at this point after he went down?
The bottom of the ravine far.
Oh god.
You are above the ravine right now. But to ground level, now I would say Noggle and all of you guys are at 20 feet above.
Okay, so
Yeah, I think I use.
But I'm caught. What about Nibbles? Nibbles caught?
You are incapacitated and Nibble is stunned until the end of this turn.
Yeah, but have we been caught or are we just falling?
You've been caught by Bjorn.
Okay, has Nibbles and Nongle been caught or just Nongle?
I'll say both.
Okay. Then Nibbles is stunned, can't do anything. Nongle's incapacitated, can't do anything.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of saves I can make at the end of the turn, or?
No, it automatically you're good again. So basically, you kind of come to your senses as Bjorn kind of catches up to you.
Thank you, Bjorn. Ah! This is horrifying.
Oust.
Right, I'm 60 feet away from him. How far am I away from an edge of the ravine right now?
I'll say you're all out in the middle. You have moved a little bit, so I'll say you're 35 feet away from the edge.
Okay. I will. I can.
You have 60 feet of flying speed, right? So.
Oh, I do. I always forget that. Okay. I'm gonna dart right back down and land on a ledge. So I'm no longer flying, but I still have flight up.
Right.
I'm gonna try and find. Is there any cover around here that I could duck behind after I've done what I want to do?
Most definitely. 2/3 cover.
Okay. In which case, at that point, I'm gonna keep an eye on these guys flying, and like once I know, let me know once they're all on the ground. And I'm gonna do the same again, but I'm gonna use my Verdant Shard this time to to attack him at range.
How does it look when you configure the Verdant Shard to become a ranged weapon? Is it like a gun or what?
The blade kind of becomes long and thinner, and essentially just sort of begins to extend and morph into like a almost Zeus type javelin of just sort of almost a long green needle, and I just start launching them at them.
Right, go ahead.
So
you can just do the Verdant Shard. I have a ranged damage.
yes, and do I still get both attacks for this?
Yes, you do.
Excellent news. First one is a 29 to hit, and the second one is a dirty 20.
That one misses, but the first one is a strong connect.
Could I use my inspiration to try and re-roll that second one?
Yeah, definitely. If you want to use your inspiration, be my guest.
Nah,
16 will not cut it though.
Okay. The first one hits though. Cool. And then I will duck behind cover, sort of in a way like if there's a tree or some of this rock and things like that, I'm just gonna duck behind it so I'm like in cover.
Yeah, you are.
Mechanically speaking.
You take some cover, and you are Uber. This big hulking bird is looking very very pissed at all of you guys. Theus, you're up. Theus, you're muted, and I'll say because you went in the other direction, you're probably like 90 feet away from all the action right now. The bird is
Okay,
like
good.
halfway
90 feet from the
You're like 50 feet away from the bird, 90 feet away from Noggle, Theus, all the others.
Okay, good.
Noggle, Bjorn, Torgen, yeah.
Okay, can I position myself in a way that the bird would fly towards like the party, like past them? If it would fly with like dissonant whisper.
It's half its speed. No.
Only half speed? Why?
if you're doing Dissonant Whispers, it has to move half its speed away from you. That would be 30 feet. It wouldn't catch up to them. So it would just get 30 feet closer to them.
No, it has to move as fast as away as possible from.
Isn't it half?
No.
It uses its reaction for full move.
All right.
It uses reaction. It has to use this reaction.
Sure. Well, in that
And it
case,
has to move away from Theus. So if Theus is like kind of pointing away from the party,
Yeah.
then it'll run away, right?
yeah, I will say it would probably ram into the others. It would be a
But
conflict.
how fast is flying? Like if I'm away 90 feet from the others and 50 feet from that thing, like it would only have to travel like 40 feet. Like how fast is it?
No, it would get that, but I'm saying if it's going directly away from you, you might make it fly into the others. That's what I'm telling you.
No, I want to like pass the. Can I position myself in such a way that it would go past the others, so they would take it to get the opportunity?
I'm telling you, that's going to be a coin flip. Might work, might not. It is especially in three-dimensional kind of combat. I'll say if you roll a luck die above 10, you're good, and it goes past. Otherwise, you might make it to ram into the others.
Okay.
It's all about the dice.
No, then I will try to get it away as fast as possible from the others. Can I position
Right.
myself then to get it away as fast as possible from the others? So
Yeah,
it's
you
there.
could close with it and then put yourself on the other side of it with your 50 feet of movement and then make it fly away.
Okay.
Sure. You want it to just fly upwards or away, like towards the trees or something like that?
Like Dissonant Whispers has 60 feet range. I don't have to get close to it.
Oh, but all right. So, let's say Torgen here, right? Then you are here, and Big Bad Bird is in between you guys.
But then I will get under it, like, and so it
Yeah, you-
flies up.
Perfect.
Like I
That was
don't
fine.
want to get close to it. I just want to get like within 60 feet of it, and make it so that it flies just probably like.
Because it is 50 feet away from you, you will still need to get pretty close to it. To get under it, in that way. If you want to be directly under it.
Like, are we doing Pythagoras here?
No.
Like, can I just like fly close under to it? Like,
Yeah.
like I
I'm
don't want
telling
to
you,
be
yes.
close to it. Like, I just want to fly under it. Like, if I'm moving towards it, like, can I fly under it without like using extra movement to fly it diagonal?
Yeah. I'm saying yes, you could do that, but you would be within 10 feet of it when you finish your movement under it.
No, why would I can be like 50 feet away from it or not? Like, if I'm flying 50 feet closer to it and 50 feet like down under it.
All
Like, I
right,
just
so you
want-
just want to go that way. So you want
Yeah,
to go like
he
directly
wants
down
to
into
send
the
bird
gullet.
up, not like towards anyone. So he wants
Yeah,
to
I want to
Sure.
fly. Let's
Alright.
let's
cast
like
a
up.
spell, and then the bird goes up.
All right, yeah, sure. I understand that. Sure, you do that. Go ahead and give me the spell then. It does not save. It takes the damage and it flies 60 feet away, just directly up.
Okay, so I did it as max distance, so it's currently 120 feet away from me, right?
Yes, it is 120 feet away, further up than you are,
Okay, good.
but it is 60 feet above the others.
That makes sense.
Okay, good.
That works.
Okay, good. That was my turn.
All right, it is the bird's turn. Bird is not scared of you guys yet. It is going to. It can't close with. Oh, it recharges its fire barrage. It's going to close in with you guys. That is not Theus. And Oust, and it's going to do another fire barrage. So everybody give me a dex save. Oh, that's bad. So that is Torgen, Nigibbles, Bjorn, and Nongol. Torgen saves. The rest of you take 60 fire damage.
60. All right. So Nibbles is...
So 30 for me.
Yeah.
So Nibbles is gone. I assume the saddle is going to fall down now.
The saddle is attuned to Nibble, so whenever you summon him, he will just be wearing it.
Oh, okay, perfect. All right, so yeah, he's gone. I can bring him back. It's just going to take me an hour. But Nongle will once again use absorb elements.
Yeah, I'm also doing that again.
Right. Threshold 5.
What was the damage? Again,
30. I will let you know that I have been rolling extremely well on these fire rolls.
The wizard has a ton of hit points.
Yeah.
How far up are the people in the ravine at the moment from the bottom, or is it a case of they don't know how far up they are?
They are 20 feet above you. Theus is like.
So they're not actually in the ravine yet. They're just still over it, but they're going down.
Theus is in the ravine. Yeah, and now Noggle is holding on to Bjorn.
Cool.
So real good you did that, Bjorn. All right, Torgen. You're within melee range of this thing.
So it's a little bit, in terms of order of turns, could I tell Bjorn to drop me before my turn comes up so that my prepared action wasn't wasted? Or would that not be possible?
You are in the middle of the ravine, so if he dropped you, you would be dropped down into the hole.
Right, I can't even see the bottom, I assume. Is it very far down?
Yeah, it's very far down.
Okay, I'll hold on. But we are falling.
I know you like the darkness, buddy, but let's not do that. Okay?
but we are dropping elevation. Like Bjorn can't seem to carry all of us. Is that correct?
For now.
Okay, and the bird is right in front of us. Could I try? Because I know
the bird's 60 feet above us.
It just closed. It just closed with you, so it is within melee range. Yeah.
Okay. So I know that the whip cannot grapple anything larger than medium size, but could I use the whip to basically...
You could grab onto it.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was about to say. Like, wrap the whip around its neck and basically just hold on to the bird.
I would say you won't grapple it, but you would be grabbed onto. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Go ahead, give me a... I'll say go ahead and give me a sleight of hand with advantage, because I feel like this is very difficult for me. And if you beat its AC, you didn't. So do you want to do anything with that, or are you fine?
I will burn one sorcery point again to reroll. 28.
There you go. Nice. You are grabbed onto its neck with one of your attacks.
That's the bonus action with the whip.
Oh yeah, that's the bonus action. You're right. Yeah, I forgot.
So I let go of Bjorn, I whip the whip around its neck, and I kind of swing myself with the momentum onto its back.
With two hats on top of each other.
Yeah, just two hats. Actually, can I, as I'm whipping past, I'll just drop one of the hats on Bjorn's head. Protect this one for me, buddy. I don't know if it's real or not, so we'll figure out later, and I'll get on top of it.
Torgen gets released, all of a sudden Bjorn and Nongle. Straight up.
That's right. Go ahead and attack it then.
I'll take 2 steps.
That's really, really nasty. That's some nasty damage. The second one is a miss though, but the first one connects. Just a big, gross necrotic gash wound on its torso.
And I'm just gonna hold on for dear life.
Yeah. And he's going to try to tail sting you. Give me a con save.
Actually, also, this almost never comes up, but it takes 4 damage from absorb elements because it enhances your next
you're right.
attack. That almost never comes up. Fire damage. Yeah. If it can even take fire damage.
No, it cannot.
Yeah, that's the problem with absorb
Too
elements.
bad.
When you need it, it's probably not going to work.
Is this a poison that I'm rolling?
Yes,
again?
so you get advantage.
So 18.
You save. It stings. It's really bad, but you soldier through it. Bjorn, you immediately just increase your height by 10 feet as Torgen's weight is unloaded for you, and you have a hand free from not holding Nongle, or from not holding Torgen.
I take Nongle, put him on my shoulders, and take the hat onto him.
I'll say this is your item interaction.
Noggle will hold this small hat on Bjorn's huge head, like, I've got your hat on, buddy. We got this.
Then I take 2 swings with the helmet.
Yeah, that's bad. The first one, is it reckless or no? Usually you say that it's always reckless, yeah?
No, actually not. I will make it if it is. So
Okay. That is one. The second one is a hit here. Go ahead, roll me a 1d6 plus 7 for your Divine Fury as well. So that is 9. All right. All right. You
Yeah.
2 nasty wounds on this bird as you and Torgen lay into it.
Actually, I would have liked to use my scream.
Sure, you can't get it back until you get a long rest, and you might be using a long time in this jungle.
Oh, yes, that is true. I'm not gonna use that. I'm just gonna forgo my bonus.
All right.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I have to remind you about mechanics that you're not used to, of course. Bjorn, you stab it twice, screaming. It's flapping. Go ahead and you can give me a con save as well.
I'll take...
Yeah, you're good. It's fine. It doesn't even
I
like.
think a nat 20 might do that.
Don't even notice.
Nongle, you're up.
Damn mosquitoes.
Yeah. Yeah, fire bad. So I am going to dump what? That's 1 sorcery point, and I'm going to, as it's kind of flying ahead, I'm going to dump I'm gonna do a lightning ball right in front of it.
Lightning ball. All right, so you're doing your meta magic thing. Cool. I'm going to.
Electric attacks do double damage against flying types, so it's perfect sense.
It completely evades this attack.
Shit.
Completely evades the attack. Well,
Yes.
damn it! Precious
And,
spell slots.
And you go ahead and give me a con save as it whips you with its tail.
Okay, I'm okay at con saves. 19.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Stings like hell.
All right.
Ast, you're up.
I pop back up out of cover, throw my javelins again, and then pop back into cover. Because Alpha's turned over a new leaf and he doesn't like getting hit anymore. So, first attack is a 27.
Yep.
Second attack is a 28.
Yep. Bird screams, tries to kind of. It looks like it's about to try to GTFO.
Okay, cool. And I duck back into cover. Yeah.
Right. That means Theus, you're up.
So I'm currently so what its current position is? It's in front of it, of the party.
It's like 20 feet above you with the others.
It's really above the others.
No, 20 feet above you.
And what about the others?
They are in melee.
But I thought because I didn't whispered it, like was not in melee.
Oh, it was
No,
the
it-
same. It was in the
moved
same.
down to them.
It moved down to them on its turn, because we're not using Pythagoras. It could close to 60 feet.
Yeah. That changes.
But you can see it's trying to get away. It's beginning to claw at the whip. This is not what it hoped for. It is a big predator. It wanted an easy snack, and you were not it.
No, it looks like Bjorn and Torgen are pretty hard to swallow on that one.
Yeah.
What, seeing that it's currently like trying to get away, and as we are trying to conserve resources, I will just try to viciously mock it. What the fuck?
Oh, that was I wanted to do it for it. It definitely does not save that. So it.
Okay, so how I'm viciously mocking is like I'm still in big bird form, of course. So I will do my best display of hysterical, like chicken noises, as like, Like just hysterically intimidating. I'm trying to hysterically intimidate it with my glocking, with my glock. Like.
It has clearly met another alpha bird, and it is going to seek the territory.
Oh
to
shit!
The rightful master of this space. All right.
Okay.
It is going to try to get away. Torgen, are you going to let go, or are you trying to, or do you want to kill this bird?
Could I try to, as it flies away, as soon as I get within reach of a tree or branch or anything, I would like to lasso onto that and kind of try to get off this ride.
I will definitely allow you to do that. Bjorn, do you want to attack it as it goes away?
Yes. I would like to use my Winter's Grasp again.
Yeah.
That's 25. I'm sorry. Oh, that was I rolled for all of you. It rolled a 25.
Okay.
You take
the cold damage.
You take the cold damage. Yeah.
Can Noggle try to punch it?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
14.
How do you want to do this? No, it's fine. Bird flies away. It dashes away. It's Torgen. You kind of as you do this, like it picks up speed fast, right? So you just kind of at some point you just make a calculated risk. You jump out and you kind of George of the Jungle, Indiana Jones.
One hand holding onto the hats and the other hand whipping the whip out as I fly off.
And you are safely on the other side of the canyon there.
We should watch out for that bird, I think. Is everyone okay?
I think that's what you call a trust exercise, and you did let go of me, Bjorn. I don't appreciate that, but we survived.
I caught you again.
Bird grabbed you!
How rough did the creature look?
Pretty rough.
Okay, I give chase.
All right.
Oh, you're giving chase.
And yeah, I've got 120 feet of range of Eldritch blasts. I'm gonna keep fucking assailing it from distance because if we don't clear now,
60 feet, you can kill it. You can still hit it with the shard.
Okay, yeah, I'll stay 60 feet behind it. Just keep fucking banging it in the back with like these shards of crystal.
All right, go ahead and give it 2 more attacks.
Nongo will look for more.
That's a 16. That misses. That's a natural 20.
Yeah.
28 damage, 18 damage to it. Definitely hits. You hit it like on the wing. It kind of breaks off a little bit and then tries to go away. Are they the one who will try to do it again, or because it's going to be 120 feet away from everybody, but Oust it's going to be 120 feet further. So 240. Oust will be 180.
Sorry, how far away is it?
From you right now, 120 feet. But you have spent your turn.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm just asking if
try
Nongo or
touch on it?
Theus.
120
it's
foot
a-
range for chill touch.
Yeah, it's 120 feet away.
Alright, cool. I'll try chill touch.
I've nothing off that range.
No,
You miss.
definitely.
Theus?
I have nothing.
All right. It dashes again. And I will say it's out of. I'll say Oust, you can get 1 more round of attacks on it if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
If it's going to be with the shard, it is no
Disadvantage.
Yeah, it's disadvantage, but your Eldritch blasts won't have the range for it.
Okay, but my Verdant Shard would at disadvantage. Is that correct?
Eldritch blast is at 120 feet, or do I misremember? Yeah.
Eldritch
Then,
Blast is 120.
Disadvantage on the shard.
And the Eldritch Blast, or just the shard? Sorry.
No, just the shard. The Eldritch blast has a hard limit of 120, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the shard then at disadvantage.
Sure. Nope.
19.
And
14.
14. You miss it as it flies out of range, trailing ash and embers in its wake.
I'm mad. I'll come. I'll fly on back to everybody else.
You all get safely on the other side of the ravine. Some of you noticeably worse for wear.
Half of
Bjorn's
us looking
beard is
very
like singed.
Nongo will look at Theus and just be like, a chicken suit, really? Was that necessary?
The real question is,
definitely. I'm perfectly camouflaged here. No animal will suspect that I'm not belong here.
what side of the ravine is Torgon on?
It wasn't on the right side, right? I think you said I
The
landed.
side you wanted to go on.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool. That's all right. So
like-
all the rest of you can
All right,
still
let's
fly
cross
because I never
again.
drop fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can just keep going. Yeah, and land on the
Maybe
other
a
side.
small rest.
Torgon is just rapidly patting his beard that's currently on fire. That was not very pleasant, not at all.
Fine, but no.
No, that was not fine. It almost
Fine for me.
knocked us into the marine.
So yourself.
Perhaps a.
But fair enough.
A potion for Bjorn and Torgen or something? Bjorn, I'd love to take a short rest if possible, but it seems like even when we're taking time off in the mansion, it seems like our time is weighed on us
Allow
because
you
of this
to-
environment.
Allow you to heal, like take a breather and heal a single hit dice worth.
I mean, we have 4 healing potions from the rope.
Yeah,
Just give him some.
for normal healing potions, 1 greater and 1 superior, right?
Give him one of the bigger ones.
Actually, I will, after Torgon has patted out his beard, he will pull out a bit of the clam nog and slam it back, and I will use the amulet of the drunkard.
Got it.
While this is all going on, because I don't need to, I'm going to use what's left of my fly spell and just see if I can get like a bird's eye view of the area, to see whether there are any landmarks ahead of us in the direction we're going.
Meanwhile, I'm feeding superior healing potions to Bjorn.
Bjorn, you have 1 superior healing potion. Are you sure you want to use
Give
it
it to
now?
Bjorn. Yeah, give it to Bjorn.
No, give them the tiny ones. Might as well.
It's the tiny ones, like, we only really need to pick people
I mean,
up.
okay, look, if we're super concerned, like, I'll cast a heal spell on them if we get into more trouble. If we're super concerned, there's no point wasting a bunch of resources if we don't have to, right?
Yeah, no.
We could take a little bit of a breather at the very least.
Yeah, we'll take a breather, everyone gains 1 hit dice, and then we'll continue moving on, right? And if we need to, if full-on combat starts, Bjorn can definitely survive 1 round, and I can cast a heal spell on him.
Yeah, that's.
Bjorn is very difficult to kill.
Yeah, I still
I just
honestly...
I got very, very lucky with two attacks. That is like rolling all 6s on a fireball.
I honestly can't believe
Like
how
super
he
Yahtzee,
died.
like DM Yahtzee, I guess.
Fireball Yahtzee.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how he died in the first place, but he seems nigh unkillable.
That's why he needs to fix the cannon. The old snake snack.
Well, let's continue on towards the goal there, and as soon as we get to somewhere, like Nongle's obviously walking now. No, fuck it, I'm gonna keep Jonas as my mount. So.
Do I see anything from recon mode whilst they're doing all this?
Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation roll.
No, I'll do investigation if you're offering it. 24.
As you go up in the sky, you see like a couple of the trees are much bigger, making it hard to see further. Especially like depending on how comfortable you are with how high you're getting, but we're talking hundreds of feet up.
Okay. I mean, if I know that I've got enough time left on the
Probably
fly,
have.
then I'll go up as far as I can, and that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see like in the horizon to the north and east, you see like the shades of mountains far away.
Mhm.
And you just see like the endless green jungle. You see like some single splashes of colors of like either big colorful trees or other kind of animals. It's just a beautiful green sea of life. To the south, you see like 20 miles to maybe like sea, and then anything else is pretty dang covered by the mountains. So there's nothing specifically like picking up. You do see, however, what looks like a flying formation of creatures that are not birds. Like, like the V formation that birds fly in.
Yeah, geese. Yep.
It is very far away, so you only see but like the only reason you could see it if they were people-sized.
Okay. Do I get any idea which direction they're coming in? Or
They
which
are
direction they're going?
flying. They're not flying towards you, but they are like
Right.
they're like to the northeast of you right now.
Okay. And I'd have enough knowledge about Aarakocra.
Yeah, it's not a cockroach.
It's not
They're not.
Aarakocra.
Yeah, no, because they don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but these look like humanoid-ish, but flying. Or
No,
humanoid-sized.
medium-sized is what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
Gotcha.
medium-sized non-bird.
non-bird
Okay.
flyer information. Yeah.
Cool. Good to know. If I'm, it sounds like I'm pretty confident they're not coming towards us. So I'll dip back down and join the rest of the party.
If you gather down on the jungle floor, what do you guys say?
We travel to
dude.
nightfall and rest.
Well, that was
What
only
time?
the first roll of the day, guys.
Let's
My
keep
God,
going.
Really?
I think the
Oh
lesson
no, that
of
was the
day-
second roll of the day. You're right. Yeah.
I think the lesson of that is to keep an eye on the bloody sky. I'm not exactly sure I like the fauna out here.
Well, we've seen that
I
thing.
mean, you have to. I'm still fine, and I'm looking like a bird. Just like try to like be one with the jungle.
And on that
Jungle.
bombshell, we're going to end the session for tonight, guys. Remember, wear feathers and you'll be fine.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
Thank you for playing, guys. It has been really fun. I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed you going through the jungle. You have been really unlucky, or I have been really lucky so far. So let's see if I can kill you all before you get to your destination. For all of you watching out there, thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I definitely had fun. If you like us and want to see more of us, go ahead down and follow us here. You can go to YouTube to catch up on on episodes, or you can just check out all the people that we do credits to down in the about section of the Twitch stream. Thank you all so much, and thanks as always to our one and only patron Nick, the IT guy, who does all the server stuff for us. Thank you, Nick, as always. We love you, and we hope that you are having a great time. You can follow Nick on twitch.tv/YouKnowGaming. He does variety streams every once in a while, and some Star Citizen as well, if I do not remember incorrectly.
Yes.
Does any one of you have anything to say to our lovely viewers before we check out for this time?
Maybe next time we'll have a Phoenix, guys. Maybe.
One can hope.
Also, maybe remind people that the next session is going to be a little bit more delayed than usual, right?
Oh,
this,
yeah,
this session was a week early. The next session is going to be 2 weeks from now. So
Yeah, so 23rd of September is next session. So put it in your calendar. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your girlfriend. Get her interested in D&D. Marry, have kids, play D&D with your kids. It's going to be great. Thank you all for watching, and good night.
good
Ding dong.
ding dongs.
Goodbye, ding dongs.